Hey guys, my name is Dansh and welcome back to my channel. And today we are going to talk about getting a graphics card in 2021. So let's just get started. So as you may or may not know, there has been a silicon chip shortage worldwide, and the ratifications are the graphic cards and the processors are in a scarcity right now. So if you are looking to buy a graphics card right now, it's really difficult to buy one at MRP or lower than MRP, because even the websites are selling them for above MRP and the scalpers are asking a lot more than that. The CPU market has stabilized a bit now, and there are constant stock notifications and the CPUs are in stock, so it is not that big of a deal to get a CPU right now, but the GPU is still a convoluted story. So I thought I'll talk about this and go through a few of the ways that you can guarantee yourself a GPU in this market. So you are looking to buy a graphics card which is either new or a few generations older. So we'll start the chart over here at the top with the need to buy a graphics card. So after that, I am going to split it into two branches. Branch number one, which will be over here, will be the PC segment, so physical larger GPUs to buy and put in your system, and the laptop segment. So talking about the PC segment, you can go two ways. You can buy a standalone GPU, which is near impossible right now, so that is not an option that you can use right now. And the second route you can definitely find yourself getting a GPU is either going through the bundle deals. So these are the sellers that are using a bundle which includes a GPU, a CPU and a motherboard, and sell it to you as a unit instead of just individual pieces, or getting a pre-built system and ripping out the GPU from that and selling all the remaining parts of a pre-built system. So both of these steps are a bit of a hassle to do, and if you're looking in a way of getting a CPU and a motherboard along with your GPU because you're building up a whole new system, it is very easy to go for the bundle deal or just go for a pre-built and just upgrade the parts whichever you desire. But most of the people who are looking for a GPU are either looking to upgrade their GPU or build a whole new system, but the parts will not match, because if you have the CPU and the GPU, some combos will not have the same thing that you want, they will not have the same motherboard you want. So it's a bit of a lottery over there and it's a bit of a mess, but it is still doable. But today's topic, I'm going to concentrate a bit more on the laptop side, because the laptop scene is really bad right now because of the same shortage situation as well as finding the perfect configuration for yourself. So there are two routes to go here as well, the new route and the used route. So in the new route, I did a bit of initial scouring the net and I found some prices to be astonishing, So if you go for all these big brands, Acer, HP, Dell, Lenovo, so the cheapest dedicated GPU they are giving are the GeForce MX 330 or the 350 or the 130, which is a 2 gig dedicated card, which is really bad and not even good enough to match the integrated Vega graphics from Ryzen processors or even the Intel Iris Pro graphics that are present in more modern 9th and 10th gen Intel CPU systems. So those itself are costing around 60k to get. So out of the bat, you're spending 60k and you're getting a weak GPU which will not scale or will not be able to be usable for more than 3 years, and it won't last you your school life or college life, or if you are in a work situation, that will not even cut it, because you can't run a VPN and some other heavier apps and not have the system go crashing. So the cheapest GPU that I can recommend is something like a GT 1050 or a GT 1060. I know a friend who has a GT 1050 and games pretty nicely on that. Hello Rehang. But currently the cheapest good one that all the laptop manufacturers are including is either the 1650 or the 1650 Ti, and even those, a lot of the models are out of stock. Like in the Acer unit, there is a 1650 GPU model which is going for 51,000, but it's out of stock. There's another model which is there for 64 which is in stock. HP has one for 70k, Dell has one for 75, Lenovo has one for 58. So anything you're looking at the ballpark of around 60,000 rupees to get a good enough spec GPU in a system. But still, some or the other part will be lacking. Either the CPU will not have more than 4 cores, or the RAM will be cut down to 8 instead of 16, or the storage will be a spinning hard disk, the 5400 500 RPM hard disk instead of an SSD. So these are some of the compromises that will be happening over here, and you have to either upgrade to a higher unit through their system or buy the laptop and upgrade modules yourself, which is again a convoluted process to get a graphics card in this scenario. Now, if you don't have a budget to go for a new laptop, you can always go the other direction into the used laptop segment, and here I have a few guidelines that I can help you with to buy and make a proper advised decision in buying a used laptop. And step 1 will be to hopefully look for laptops that are less than 2 years old, because if the laptop is that newer, it might have a valid warranty, and if it has a valid warranty, there is always an option to extend that warranty by buying a package. I have seen with this with Dell, Acer, Asus, and all of them, who provide an extended warranty pack that you can buy and add on to your existing warranty and extend it by a year or 2. And this is always a good option to get, because if you are getting a laptop that is around 2 years old and buy the extended warranty, if anything goes wrong in the hardware level, you can always claim the warranty and get the laptop repaired or replaced for free. So that reduces a lot of the security risk and the security concern that you have while buying a used laptop or a second-hand laptop from somebody. And the other step that you need to look at is to look at reliability of these laptops. So what do you mean by reliability is what parts are the hardwares that are failing on these systems. So if you have a budget of around 40k, you go through OLX or Quicker and look through a few laptops and have a few shortlisted laptops, like one from Acer, one from Dell, one from Alienware, and then you can go through that specific model name and go through forums of their website and support structure or even Reddit and ask a question of the reliability points on those. So the reliability points can be failure of keyboard, failure of display, failure of speakers, failure of fans, failure of the hinge mechanism, failure of battery holding a charge, and the cost according to all of these to be rectified. So you will get to know a ballpark of the shortcomings of the laptop and also know the expenditure that might come, and you can leverage that to reduce the price with the seller and hopefully get the laptop at the price you need after making the corrections. So that is another thing that you need to look at in the system. And the third thing you need to look at it is how newish is it looking or feeling, and these are for all of the physical marks on the system, the cleanliness of the system, and also the cooling capacity of the system. So you can check the cooling capacity by running benchmarks like 3D Marks, Cinebench, Unigine Heaven, Geekbench, and pushing the CPU and GPU to the max and seeing how well the cooling is coping on the system. So these systems will be designed to take out all the heat that the system generates and have the system in a stable running temperature. And you can check these temperatures using an app like Open Hardware Monitor or MSI Afterburner or something or the other, and see if the temps are reliable and they can be held for a long duration. This tells you the state of the system, and this tells you if there is any dust in the cooling system, or if there is dust in the fin stack, or if there is dust in the fans. All these can be rectified pretty easily by just opening using a compressed air can and cleaning it up and doing it just a service of the system. But these things are also something that you need to look out of and be well warned about it. Now this topic came to mind because a friend of mine was looking to buy a used laptop and his budget was somewhere around 40k, and he had an Alienware and a Dell Legion, I think was the laptop that he was looking at, and the Alienware had a 1050 I think, and the Legion had a 1650. So I advised him to go for the higher GPU model because any system with 4 cores is good enough, and the GPU is what matters. That is actually going to be visually shown for you in terms of FPS or running an app smoothly or running editing software smoothly. And the other parts in a used laptop can always be upgraded, like upgrade the hard disk to an SSD, you can upgrade the RAM to a higher capacity. So there will be upgrade paths that you can do cheaply, and because you are getting the laptop at such a lower price, you can justify those smaller upgrades to just bring up the overall package a bit more higher and get a more usable laptop out of it. So if you can use these methods and go through the tree like I showed, you're buying either you're going to PC or laptop system. If it is going to be a PC, buying a GPU, which is not possible, or buying a bundle deal or a pre-built and use the GPU over there, or going for a new laptop. Again, under 60k, you're not going to get something that you can use for more than 3 years, or going for a used one and going through reliability, warranty, cleanliness, and efficiency of the system, and trusting the seller, haggling, and upgrading whatever other smaller parts you want and get a laptop for yourself. So hopefully this helps you in buying a GPU for yourself in these tough times, because either there be a shortage or there be a surplus. When the time comes to upgrade your system, you can't ha or he and wait around, because if your system is dying, you have to get one. Or if you don't have a powerful system and you want to do something powerful, or it requires you to have a better spec, you have to go for an upgrade. So hope this video helps you. If this video helped, give this video a like, comment down below if you have bought any new PC hardware or you're looking to buy any new PC hardware, and I'll have a conversation with you there. Subscribe to my channel and ring the bell icon to receive notifications of all of my future videos. And as always, stay home, stay safe. I'm going to see you guys in the next one. Peace.